up, Mama?
Hey, baby. Put me out there. I was trying to hide.
Welcome to For the Thrill podcast.
Oh, my, what?
Yes,
Thank you.
Hi.
It's money well spent, I move just fine, trust me. So much work for y'all. Elect me to be the dope man serving y'all. You can spend your last $5, it's worth it, y'all. Cause so much work for y'all. I know this economic depression hurting y'all, but I got so much work for y'all. Once the clientele popping, I'm setting up shop and knocking my competition smooth out of the box. Till the word can't be removed out of the block, and y'all cut like to be removed out of the drop.
What's good in the hood? This is For the Thrill podcast, episode 21, and I am your host, Thrillz. I know you remember Awon. I know you remember Magui in the building.
It's good. You already
What's
know.
good?
Glad to be here. Let's do
Nice
it.
to be back. Nice to be back.
How's life been treating y'all?
Well, me, I'm doing okay, just working. As you can see, I'm at work right now, but I'm by myself, so I get bored here.
Well, you can utilize
Word.
work time.
Yeah,
right?
same here, man. Just, I'm working, moving forward, trying to get to more of these podcasts with you. And, we're going to keep moving.
That's what it is. Let's get them popping. I've been out of commission with the podcast. I say with maybe 3 months, just because of the move, and I ended up with the sickness I had for like a month, and but I mean, thank God I'm back and up and running. Just moved into the new crib, and I mean, healed up properly, so we good. Everything is good. Blessed, counting my blessings.
Word.
But I think
Bless up.
definitely, I think we should get into the things. One of the main things that happened this week, that Facebook shut down. So who got anxiety?
I got anxiety.
It was funny. I just
Sorry.
thought my phone was just acting stupid. My phone, be acting stupid from now and then. I thought the internet was just messed up. And I'm just like, all right, but everything else was working. And it just seemed it was just Instagram and Facebook. I couldn't contact nobody, do none of my shit on there. Then I looked it up. I actually looked it up. I looked it up. I went online to see what was going on. Maybe, there was something going on with the servers, and come to find out, it definitely was. There was something going on with the servers. I did a little bit of research. I still didn't do too much, but found out there was just some stuff going on. Like they stuff went down and people was out. It's crazy.
How about Maggie? How you feel about that? How you say you got some anxiety in this situation?
I did, because I was home, and I'm always on Instagram, always looking at stuff or looking at TikTok videos on Instagram. And at first I thought the same as A here. I thought it was my phone. I thought it was messed up. So I was like, okay. But then I have another phone, so I checked my other phone, and it wasn't working there. But I didn't think to look it up. I was just like, maybe they shut down for a few hours or something. I think somebody told me that they had some kind of issue, but I didn't look into it. But I did get anxiety because I couldn't get on Instagram. I couldn't see people. That's the only way I communicate with people. I'm on Instagram.
Well, supposedly, I seen a few things when I was looking it up and talked to a few people. One of the things they say it was technical issues. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But another thing
always covering for something.
I heard about a whistleblower. So they said something about a whistleblower, and then what? Homeboy just shut everything down.
I don't think the two things were completely related. I think that just happened and then that happened. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. It could have been though, but the way they telling us is not that it's related. You feel me? They don't want us to think it's related. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? The whole whistleblower thing, I didn't see too much about it, but I saw on the news. It seemed like somebody was just talking about how Facebook is affecting the children. You know what I mean? And the kids and stuff like that.
Yeah. I think you were saying something about the whistleblower was basically talking about y'all ever seen the show on Netflix or the documentary on Netflix with the was it the social experience, something like the social experiment? So basically,
I think so.
She was saying something along them lines, how she was saying that the social media is basically, so for example, every click or every ad or everything that's the algorithms lead to you doing more of that. So basically she was saying it doesn't matter if it's good for the person. Like if it's good for you or not, you're gonna receive
it continues the influence. You know what I mean? Like
right.
Keep bringing up stuff that'll keep you in that mood or influence or something like that.
Yeah, so
that's what I'm hearing. That's kind of what I'm hearing.
Supposedly that's what I guess she was saying. I mean, I don't know 100%, just by going off a little research and hearing from other
future reference. We're gonna learn names and all that.
Yeah, I don't even know if we want to say names though.
Right. I mean, it's news. I feel like if it's like broad news and shit, talk about it.
But it wasn't only Facebook, because it was Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, because they're all
WhatsApp. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that they were all like under one. I mean, I kind of knew that Facebook had.
I knew Facebook and Instagram were together, but I didn't know WhatsApp was under that umbrella.
WhatsApp was theirs,
and then Twitter was just chilling.
Yeah,
Twitter was chilling.
You know what's funny? Because when I thought about it, I was like, damn, man, maybe there's something going on with the company, because it just seems strange that both these apps are not working, but my internet's working. So I did a little research, found it instantly that there was something going on with everybody on their apps or whatever. And I just thought to myself, like, what could that probably do to like stocks and stuff like that? You know what I mean? Because I've been trying to learn that shit, you know what I mean, and learn more about.
I know we talked about that, Angel, when that first happened, the day it happened, we was talking about like Facebook stock. If Facebook stock dropped, I know I said I was ready to jump on it.
Right. But it dropped like what, like 5% or something?
Yeah, that time we was looking at was 5%, but 5%
and it was
difference.
Reports said it was gonna bounce back too. It wasn't like nothing big.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna come back. That's why I said if it was gonna drop like a significant amount.
But I thought something like that would be significant. Like everybody not on it at one time. Right. I thought that would be a lot of money, but I guess not too much.
But it was only one day, right? It was only one day.
It was hours. It wasn't that long. A few hours.
Yeah, but some people was going like getting anxiety and going crazy. I know, but you got, and then some people just work off that. Some people don't even have websites.
I don't think everybody lost it too. I don't think that happened to everybody. Just probably like a certain amount, like a big amount, but I don't think it happened to every single person.
You don't think so? I would assume it did.
Yeah, I think everybody.
They said a number. Like they even said a number, like on the news. I didn't know the number, but they said, this many people went without service or whatever. And then I was on my Facebook and I saw that somebody posted, like, just kind of boasting, like, y'all was dying without Facebook, but my shit was working. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, yeah, I'm like, all right, maybe, you know what I'm saying? It didn't happen to everybody, but maybe just most people, like, or just a big number enough that it's like, it seems like everybody.
That's weird, because I would have assumed if the server went down, it would be for everybody.
Yeah,
some people have
servers
privilege.
That could be a part of the social
systems use multiple servers though. Like Facebook don't just got like one server. They have
I know.
They have tons of servers in different locations of the world. You feel me? So it's like you got server to server going.
But they're run by Facebook. They're still run by Facebook.
Yeah, they are. But if one goes down, you got a server tower that goes down. Not all of them go down. You have multiple, hundreds of servers. You know what I mean? Thousands of servers, probably, maybe hundreds of thousands. I don't know.
They have to have thousands. You're talking about around the world.
Right. So, like, I'm pretty sure not all these servers went down. Just some of them or whatever, or maybe like this region of the world or something. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Maybe that's a little bit of research I might have to do.
Yeah, I know. I feel like we probably got no research on this, but it was interesting to talk about, man. Definitely.
Definitely. I mean, if anybody else out there that has more info on this, I mean, feel free to comment, let us know, shoot us a message, a DM. I'll be happy to learn more about it.
Leave a message in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like, all that too, man. For real. We need that. All right, we need that support. That's love. That's real.
When YouTube,
Patreon channel coming. Talking about that Patreon coming.
Patreon. Oh, I wasn't gonna talk about that yet, but but yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's talk about it.
About what?
Whistleblower. I blew the whistle on that.
Whistleblower. Look, what's up, Mama?
Hey, baby. Put me out there. I was trying to hide.
Welcome to For the Thrill podcast.
Oh my! What?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi. God bless everyone.
God bless.
Thank
God
you.
bless. Be safe.
Thank you. Bye-bye. I don't know.
That's all right. It's a commercial break.
Commercial break. No,
Commercial break.
definitely. Yeah, the Patreon. Basically,
I mean, yeah.
have you heard of Patreon, D-Maggie?
Nope.
So basically, it's another outlet that artists, podcasters, YouTubers use where they can upload more videos and content. And what they can do is like they could charge a fixed price, like a membership. So for example, say, you know, I got 40 Thrill TV on YouTube, but say I dropped 10 videos on YouTube, but I wanted to do 5 exclusive videos on Patreon. So only the people that's paying for the service can get them extra exclusive content. So like behind the scenes, bloopers, or a whole nother podcast that nobody else really could see on YouTube, I'll have on there.
Oh, okay. Well, that
Yeah.
sounds good. I've never heard of it though, but it's good to know because I didn't know nothing about that.
Yeah, so I was basically because I just created a Patreon. So basically what I was gonna do is like put extra maybe extra video or extra clips, or even like give like someone of the that's paying like an extra, basically I may be throwing some merch on depending on their membership, because you could choose the memberships. I could have a $1 membership, $5, $25 membership, but I could create separate categories like
Right, yeah. No.
$5 a month or $25 a month or $50 a month, and then I throw in some For the Thrill merch, something like that,
Right.
or throw in some extra videos, or even have anybody even down to the lowest paying member, they get to see the content before everyone else. So say I drop tonight, so I'm supposed to drop this video tonight at 12 p.m. I can have it, everybody else could see it at 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. that's paying through
Yeah,
Patreon.
first.
Right. So they could see. Yeah, I get it. I mean, that's a good idea, actually.
Yeah,
That'll
so
work.
yeah, and that'll be like, so with something like that, I know that's gonna be people that actually like really fuck with me basically, and want to follow me. So the content is basically mainly gonna be for that audience. So like I'm have to be 100% on my toes with that, because if someone paying, they're gonna want to see content back to back.
And they want to see something good. They want to learn something or just watch something funny, you know?
Yeah, so I want to definitely have the opportunity to do that. And I'll probably launch that probably, I don't know, if I don't launch it this month, I'll probably beginning of November. I just want to go do some more research on it and see a little more how I go with the memberships. And we could go over that like off the pod.
Right. Yeah. I didn't mean to bring it up to like, you know, spoil anything. I just say
No, that's cool. That's cool.
Because I feel like as a YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? That's normal. Like every YouTuber I watch, it's kind of like they start getting more and more up there. They get the Patreon, they get the supporters. So, you know what I'm saying? Just letting them know it was coming. Feel me?
Yeah, it's cool to be transparent. I just wasn't sure if I wanted. I actually kind of like forgot we talked about that. What was it, yesterday?
Oh, what about
Patreon?
that?
Yeah. I forgot that we talked about that. So I mean, that's cool though, because now they know that it's coming.
I just wanted to say that, you know, like, hey, it's coming, and look out for it. Something to look out for, whatever.
Yeah, so I mean, hopefully I can get it up and running sooner than later, but definitely that'd be cool to give y'all that extra content. So I just want to let everyone that's watching know we're gonna be looking to do more podcasts like this through Zoom. I mean, we're gonna get better with it. We're gonna get better backgrounds. We're putting everything together. We're in the works right now. But basically, as we go, trial and error. They're gonna get better. We're just
definitely
right now. What, 3 people?
Definitely, man.
The first time. I'm doing 3 people on the Zoom.
Right.
Y'all hear that? What is that?
What?
Or what?
Alien.
It's probably mommy down there talking.
Oh.
Oh, I thought I was tripping for it. Like, am I
Hey, you
fucking?
should've let her
trying to
trip
make a
out.
little
was
space.
smoking. I think he was smoking. And I thought I was
tried
tripping. Thought it was coming through the
Trying to make a
damn
little
screen or
podcast
something.
You
I
should've
was like,
let her-
because I hear something. I'm like, there's something going on.
Yo,
Tell her she waited. She
you should've
waited.
let her trip out, bro. You should've let her trip out.
I was like, what is going on here?
What are you talking about?
Nah, but that's y'all still oh, I know you said Angie you trying to get back in the stocks. D-Mag, you still pushing into the stocks? You still been doing your research and messing with the
Well,
stock?
I have some. Well, I invest every week in something.
No, that's
I keep going with it. Like I just but like the
Yeah.
crypto for the
I
crypto
need to learn the
stuff,
ways, man.
I just sold mine and then I'm waiting for it to drop again so I could go buy again.
Yeah, I need to do the same thing. I actually just sold my crypto right now because I need money.
He said, we all need money. I don't know what you talking about.
I know, so
bro.
I can't I'm to the point where it's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'll put more in, I'll play again and learn it. Cause I'm in the learning process. But right now it's
Well,
like
I think we're all in the learning process still, because I've been doing this for what now? Almost a year now since you introduced me to it. And to me, it's still like when I do regular investments, like on Stash or something, those investments are so different than the crypto because the Bitcoin and, the Ethereum and all that, that goes up and down, up and down, up and up. And whereas the regular stock, that's very slow process. So I have to learn what exactly I'm
think
doing
it's
here. I
always-
just know I
it's always
invest.
gonna be-
Yo, speaking of Ethereum and shit, like I'm trying to learn more about that because that blockchain and everything, because the fucking whatchamacallit, the NFTs, trying to learn about that, man. Cause like motherfuckers is just creating stuff and then selling them as NFTs and it's crazy. Like I'm still trying to learn about them. I'm trying to learn about them, but apparently like if that thing resells, every time it resells, you get a piece of that. Like every time you sell an NFT and then they sell it and then they sell it, you're always making money off that.
Yeah, that's one thing I need to do more research on the NFTs.
Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy because you know what I'm saying? Like I got what he was telling me and then I did a little bit of my research and yeah, like you know what I'm saying, bro got it.
I'm sorry, wait a minute. Before you keep going, just stop right now. What the hell is an NFT? Would you like to explain that to me first?
Oh, explain that to me and explain it to the audience that don't know what an NFT is.
All right. So bear with me because I barely know what it is. So y'all can correct me in the comments, all that stuff. But it stands, the NFT stands for non-fungible token, which I can't tell you what that means either. But basically, right? You buy Ethereum, right? I buy some Ethereum, whatever it costs, and whatever amount of Ethereum I need to turn something into an NFT. Now, an NFT could be a picture, a video, it could be an album, it can be anything. It's just a piece of digital something that represents, Ethereum and a token or whatever. So when you use Ethereum to turn your piece of, let's say you made a piece of artwork, like a 3D video real quick, 2-second 3D video, and you pay Ethereum to turn that into an NFT, and what that turns it into is a one of a kind, it could be 2 of a kind, 3 of a kind or whatever, but it creates an individuality, in that thing where if it's sold, you know what I'm saying, and resold or whatever, you get paid off of that. It's like you could sell it for like $1, right? All right, let me put an example. Tory Lanez, right? Tory Lanez is a singer.
Oh, I seen his NFT went great. Yo,
I wish I would have invested in his right. He made an NFT of about whatever, let's say 1,000 copies of an album, right? He made 1,000 copies and he sold them. Oh, well, no, let's say like 100,000 or 1 million. Let's say 1 million, and he sold them all for $1, right? Crazy. And he made $1 million, right? He sold each NFT who's not gonna buy an album from Thrillz for $1? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right. Okay, that makes sense. I'm getting
he made
okay.
$1 million, right? He made $1 million. Now, if I sell, you bought one, I bought one, Thrillz bought one, all our friends bought one. If we sell it, if we find somebody, one of the people who weren't the million people who could get this album, because nobody else but us million people can have this album. It's our album. We could resell the album. So I could resell the album for $20, $30, $40, whatever. I could resell the album and I'll make what? $40? Say I sell it for $200. It's that hot. It's hot cake. I sell it for $200 and I make $200 off that. Tory Lanez makes a percentage of that $200. And then the person who sells it after me sells it for like $800 because it's hot cakes. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? He's selling it for even more. Tory Lanez gets a piece of that too. So every time that album gets sold, Tory Lanez getting paid $1 million. Like if 1 million people continue to sell that album, he's getting paid like more than, whatever, millions of dollars.
That's just it.
Like, it's
that's
a wrap.
just it. So it's just basically something to make money.
Passive income, longevity money. Like if you do it right, it's like, all right, you know how an artist creates a painting and then sells it and then it goes on auction and it's a famous painting. You can essentially do that with NFTs. You can build popularity, create NFTs, and if like, and this NFT shit is new. So it's like, we don't know exactly where the popularity and all that, you know what I'm saying? But there's people online right now that's selling little pixelated pictures for like thousands of dollars, millions of dollars or whatever, crazy shit. Like shit that I'm like, who's buying this shit? Who is?
Well, that's interesting because I've never even heard of it. So I'm just gonna have to look it up and look,
that's
do a little bit of research.
Definitely something to research, and I think that's definitely something like all of us, our people, should research and get into. Finance, man. Finance is the way, bro. Because they stealing money from us like a big monopoly game, and we've been losing for years because we ain't been taught how to play.
Yeah. I hear that.
It's real shit. Like it's real shit. And now people are just learning. People because of the age now that we could just pick up a video and do the research and it's right there at our fingertips. People are learning now. You see, these kids are getting smarter. People are learning faster. Getting their careers.
Definitely. And with the stock stuff, like I wish I would have done a long time ago, but I mean, there's no better time to learn it now.
I tell you what, about these stock stuff, how would we have known? Because we didn't grow up that way.
That was all
we weren't taught that. I mean, people, you should teach your kids, of course, because you want them to be able to make money, save money, start something little by little. But who was going to teach us? Not my parents.
Exactly.
They have no idea what
it was a different world back then. It was a different world back then. So like right now, we're all teaching ourselves. Like we're just, and right now we got Google, we got YouTube, we can research ourselves. Like the whole academy of its own, you can learn wherever you want.
Right.
That's why I learned most of the stocks, and it's crazy because in just the year and some change being in the stock market, I made a couple grand, but I knew if I would have knew this, like when it first opened, I probably would have been and buku amount of money, but that doesn't mean that we can't still do that. Like
right. It doesn't mean that at all.
I was watching.
You just started. You're making money now. You know what you have to do, so you just continue. That's it. Definitely. I seen a video. I don't know if y'all heard of Gary Vee. I probably brought it up before, but he was saying that like the people right now, even now in 2021 era. If I'm not mistaken, I don't want to say the wrong thing about what he was saying, but basically he was talking about how we're like the people that know about crypto is still in like the 1 to 10% of people in the world that know about crypto. So
I know, and they bank it right now. They bank it right now.
Yeah. So right now is amazing time to learn because right now us talking about this, like a lot of people don't, let alone NFT. You see, my aunt, she was like, "What's an NFT?" Some people don't even know what's a stock. Like still in 2021, some people don't know what's a stock.
And that's true. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so like us learning now and getting the groove and making a couple dollars on it, trial and error. You never know. 2, 3, 5 years from now, what you gotta build that knowledge. And this isn't Hey, anybody watching? This is not financial advice. Together.
I mean, this is inspirational shit. Like,
Yeah, motivation.
This inspire you to get your ass up and learn about the financial shit. You learn more than us. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts. Nah, definitely. But yeah, crypto, NFTs, that's the space to get in.
I know. I just been like residual income too, like and like different streams of income too.
Yeah, multiple. That's how
Multiple
that's how the
streams of income.
millionaires get rich. That's how you get richer. Multiple streams of income.
Start with 2, get to 3, get to 4, get to 5.
As many ways as you can get it.
There's a lot of ways to get it right now.
But with the NFT thing, it's funny because I heard like even like everything is getting NFTs, even into like what is it's like Pokemon cards and shit like that is getting into NFTs. Like every type of
That's what I was thinking. I was like, yo, if this is like this and it's like you could really make money, why industries ain't like capitalize on this? Whereas like every property can become an NFT, Ninja Turtle, fucking Batman, fucking everything. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that easy. Like, is it something different? Is it something, you know what I'm saying? Or just people ain't catch on just yet. You feel me? That's what I'm more like. And then, you know, a video set, this shit is still kind of new. So it's like, maybe one day it won't be like pictures and joints. Maybe it'll be something else. You feel me? Who knows?
So much work for y'all. I know this economic depression hurting y'all, but I got so much work for y'all.
I mean, so
I say, so what's up? What else was going down this week?
I finished watching that Squid Game shit. That shit was crazy. You see that
I
shit?
told you that John was crazy, man.
Now, what the hell is Squid Game again?
Squid Game is a show on Netflix. Right now, it's like
I
number
did
1 spot.
see that, but I didn't was like it didn't interest me, so I didn't start watching it.
Right. Well, it caught a lot of people's attention because it's the number 1 like watched show on Netflix. Like,
is it really?
Ever. Yeah, and it's
Crazy,
just interesting. And then even more interesting stuff is somebody the guy who wrote it. He wrote it in 2009, and they didn't pick it up for like 10 years because it's crazy. Right, because basically it's about people being convinced, and there's like hundreds of people being convinced to play a game like child's game, but if you lose, you die. You basically like red light, green light.
If you lose,
play red light, green light. Yeah. Yeah, but the cash prize is like billions of dollars. You know what I mean? And every time somebody dies, the people die, their earnings from each game goes into the pot. So by the end of the thing, it's like, you know, it's like 6 people, 10 people fighting, you know, over
so
like
basically
billions.
This is just about greed and not caring about somebody else's life.
Exactly.
It
was
all right if that person die. I get more money.
Well, everybody who was invited to play the game, was basically everybody who was invited to play the game was in debt and somehow, you know what I mean? Life was in the streets or whatever. They convinced people who were really bad on their luck and didn't have no money that they can win a lot of money playing this game. But I'm telling you, when you watch the show, it's crazy. It's a little gruesome, but it's a pretty good show. And then it starts with like 500, 400 something players. And, you know, only one person is going to win in the end, spoiler alert. You know what I mean? But it's crazy. It's a crazy concept. You know, it reminds me of like, what you call it? The Purge. You know, Purge crazy concept. But it's funny because I ask a lot of people in real life, would you do that? Would you purge? And they're like, hell yeah, I'll purge. Yeah. I'm just like, it's crazy.
I like shows like that because it's more, I like psychological shows, stuff that are like mess with your mind. And that show definitely mess with your mind, especially that ending. We ain't gonna spoil it for y'all, don't worry.
Yeah, not to spoil it. I'll just spoil it, like, and whatever, you know what I'm saying? We'll put little captions so, you know, we talking about it, whatever, because we might spoil it just talking about it. But I don't know. It was more than, I think it was more than just a dope movie. I saw this one video, somebody explained it, like, you know what I'm saying? There's always people who see shit in different ways, and it's dope that we have an outlet now that you can just post what you think, you know what I'm saying, how you see things, because I saw one video which basically said a deeper message to the movie. You know what I'm saying?
So what did the article or whatever you saw, what did they say about it without trying to give a spoiler? Like, what did they say on there?
Right. Nah, the video was interesting. I forgot who it was. It was you would know who it was too if you saw the video. It was this black guy or whatever, and he's like he got some. It's always something like inspirational and motivating. I'm gonna send you the link if I can find it. But he basically explained that it had a meaning behind it. And if you notice, the dude was, he was broke. He needed money, and it showed you that people was like unhappy because they were poor, and it kind of also showed you that he was unhappy at the end also.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like after he won all that money, you know what I'm saying? Everything he did to get it, he was still, you know what I mean? He was still unhappy. He wasn't able to spend it. He wasn't able to
I think you're giving them too much tea.
Right.
We got this. You know what we got to do? Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
I know, right? Maybe we shouldn't put that in there. But anyways, yeah, the movie was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy.
It's a show.
Like, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. That show was crazy.
Yeah, I heard that it went it was like #1 watch TV show on Netflix.
Yeah, definitely. It was a crazy show, bro. It was a crazy show, and that's what I heard too. I heard it was one of the, you know what I'm saying, #1 shows on Netflix, like the most watched, not #1 shows, the most watched show. It was the most watched show, like thus far type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
To the point where they're suing Netflix now. You know that?
Oh no, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, so South Korea is suing Netflix right now because their servers and too much traffic. This shit's crashing.
That's
you know what I'm saying? It's too much traffic because they're watching Squid Game out the ass. I don't know if they're watching it on repeat, reruns, or what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But it's crazy right now.
Wait, but shut down whose servers? Korean servers?
Korean servers is getting too much traffic. So they're suing Netflix because they're getting too much traffic because people watching Netflix out the ass out there for Squid Game. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Korea ain't making no money off it, so.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that was a weird idea to me too, but I guess if they servers got too much traffic, it messes up. I guess it crashes them and maybe they don't make no money, but maybe Netflix is making all the money because it's Netflix who's getting paid because these people are using the traffic. You know what I'm saying? They're using the servers. You know what I mean? I don't know how people in those companies get paid, you know what I mean, to run the servers and shit, but I know that Netflix, you know what I mean? It's a broadband company. Basically, it was a broadband company that sued Netflix, you know what I mean? An internet company. Because it was just so much traffic.
Got you.
Right.
Oh yeah, but so I wonder if they get a percentage off that. If they ain't getting money, I understand why they suing.
Right, because I mean, I guess you don't because you're just the internet server. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like I use any internet server to watch my Netflix. You feel me? Like the fuck. So, however, they get money for just being an internet provider. It's different.
Checks from Netflix and Disney and Hulu. The internet providers are gonna start wanting checks. Watch.
Right. Another thing too about that though, I saw another post and shit. You know what I mean? And, all this is all over the internet, bro. I'm pretty sure people see all this shit, but it was another post that said the creator of that shit had written the show in 2009. And none of the studios wanted to pick it up. And you know what I mean? For obvious reasons, I guess.
I seen that too. You
feel me? And then basically, you know what I mean, he had to sell his computer. Said he had to sell his computer and shit so he could make, you know what I mean, money. It was the computer that he was writing in and all crazy shit. It's like
I heard he was about to give up and everything.
Right. But it's like, look at that shit. Look at where we at now, and you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't understand why nobody would have picked it up back then, because I don't think that was a crazy concept for 2009. I think that was like that on like we had what like I said, The Purge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We had The Purge in 2009, right?
I don't know. The Purge been going for a minute now. But
The Purge been going for a minute. When that shit started? I forget when it started. Look that up.
We need like Joe Rogan got a Jamie where somebody looks up our internet, our fact checks.
That's why I gotta have the computer on hand. You feel me?
Right. Nah,
definitely. I wanted to have my phone on hand to do that, but I'm doing this on my phone. So It's like,
All right, guys, it was a pleasure speaking with you guys, but I have to step away and step out now. So till next time, I get to see y'all and talk again.
It was a pleasure having you back on the podcast, and I'm
good to
looking
see you.
forward to do a few more of these podcasts with you, or as many as we can do moving forward. Again, you have a blessed night, and thank you for joining us, D. Maggie.
Thank you for inviting me. Good night, guys.
Good night. Good night. Love you.
There you go. Love you. My princess wave.
I'm trying to figure out what you was doing there.
That's the princess wave, man.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Bye.
All right. We'll set it up for the next one.
Okay.
So much work for y'all. I know this economic depression hurting y'all, but I got so much work for y'all.
all right, we back, man.
Know
Yeah,
where we
man.
at. Know where we at.
It was sad to see it go, but you know what I'm saying? We're gonna see it later. We're gonna have another episode coming. So
That's something here. Let me see. Purge movie started back in 2013. So okay, so it came a little bit after 20. Oh wait,
that's the first one?
The first one's 2013. The most recent one, 2021.
shit. What's the first song? Give me the first song.
The first Saw.
Yeah.
So
First song. When first song came out?
Saw is my shit. Saw is my shit. The first one, 2000.
Yeah, songs. No, I want to see Spiral, the one with.
Oh, you didn't see that?
Rock. Nah, don't
I'm
tell me. Don't spoil it.
No. Oh, now you don't. Spoiler alert! I'm about to tell you right now. No, it was good. I mean, a lot of people say they don't like it. It is certain things that I kind of didn't like. Like,
Well, let me tell you this before you say anything. Let me say something before you say anything. Right? I ain't gonna tell you nothing because I ain't see the movie. But apparently the movie is not a direct sequel.
Yeah, it's not.
That's what I heard. Like that's why I saw the movie. It says like it's a Saw movie, but it's not like a direct sequel, and it's kind of its own thing. And I don't know, they didn't give it away too much, but it seemed like maybe the events is inspired by, and the movie is inspired by the events of Saw.
Yeah, no,
whatever. So
without seeing the movie on the nose, I'm
right.
not gonna spoil the movie for you. But look, this is what it like. This is what I didn't like. All right, you know how in Saw, before like someone dies, you see the whole like the scenario and then the anticipation, like, dang, is he gonna survive this trap or not? You know, that's the main thing in the movies, right? Would you agree?
Right.
All right, so in Spiral, that doesn't happen. They show you the person dead before they show you the actual the trap and them trying to escape it or whatnot. So that's what I didn't like the most about the movie, because then you lose the suspense, the anticipation of like, oh, is he gonna make it? Or yeah, I want him to live, or nah, forget that dude. He's a straight villain. Let him die.
Well, maybe that wasn't the main focus of that wasn't, you know what I mean?
But I feel as though that's the thing. I feel like when you watch the Saw movies, like you want to know, like if that's like one of the characters you want to win, you want him to get out the trap. But if you know beforehand, oh, he already dead. I already know this. Like I know he's gonna die from this trap. But all of them like that. Basically, all of them.
Was it like a different perspective? Was it supposed to be a different perspective of the events? Like maybe it's just showing you murders happening because it's from a different point of view. So it's like, that's why it's not, all those other movies were in the point of view of the character going through it. You know what I'm saying? So you see the suspense of them, losing blood and all this stuff, and then not knowing if they were going to make it or not. Like maybe this movie didn't concentrate on that because it wasn't about that. It was about the other side of it.
Even if it was or wasn't, they could have, like, even if the character, it had nothing to do with that character, I think they still should have did it like right before like a scene that they showed the death of the character. Like, I feel like it could have been more suspenseful if they somehow kept that situation, or the way they did the killings, or even if they all died. Like I would have preferred to see it first. Like, at least give him a chance to live.
Right.
Like let me see. Let me root. Like when you watching a scary movie, like when someone's chasing the dude or female or whoever they're chasing, you like, oh man, get away. You don't want to see. You don't want to see that person dead and then be like, oh, he gonna die. That's like watching the end of the movie first.
Right.
And like I said, I like the movie. Like I like Spiral, but that was like my pet peeve of the movie. But I'm
I
not
feel you.
like no crazy spoilers.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out. But
Nah,
yeah,
definitely,
when this
if we
song,
check it out, we can do it.
when song first came out, when we were saying that, when that came out.
2004.
2004. So see, like that's a pretty gruesome movie. Like I got my point, going back to the question, like, was that a crazy movie for 2009? Like, I don't know, like,
Nah.
I mean, not movie or show. Like, all right,
Okay.
so we're dealing with series now. So I guess
maybe it's because like the whole situation that it being in a different language, they didn't know how the world would take it. Maybe like everyone would take
and it's
it.
Korea. We're talking about Korea over here, South Korea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's you make a valid point. But me personally, I think for like it's crazy. I wouldn't have probably thought this back then. But most of my favorite shows are like in different language. Like Squid Game was lit, but you ever saw Money Heist?
Saw some of it, and then that shit was good. I didn't see it, like follow it. I didn't follow it.
I like that, like the storyline and the way everything coming together on that show.
Yeah, that was a big one.
I like that, and that's in a whole another language. I mean, it's not like, I mean, I think with that one, I mean, it's the same thing. They got the voiceover.
Right. Yeah, but it's like French or some shit like that, right? French or something like that.
Is it
French voiceover? Or they're probably Spanish. I don't know. I forgot. I just forgot, so I don't know.
I just be watching it, and I have the subtitles, and then have them talking. That's my show right there.
Hey, you know what show coming out right now?
What's that?
Fucking Chucky show.
Oh yeah,
Sci-fi.
like a trailer. A trailer.
That shit was to the fire. They doing it heavily.
I see the Scream show. Like they doing that a lot of shows like that now. Like they bringing them. Well, a lot of movies they bring it back to shows.
The slasher shows and slasher movies and shit. Everything's they straight to shows now. Yeah, but yeah, it was crazy. It's crazy, bro. Squid Game. I ain't playing that shit. You play that? Would you play it?
Would I play it? Oh man, that's a good question.
But you think it was just that movie was a little bit too far-fetched, too a little bit unbelievable, like, you know what I mean? Because what made it almost believable to me, I think, was when that point where everybody quit. Everybody was like, "Nah, we quit," and then they quit. But then they convinced you that there was reason to go back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, it made the movie a little bit more compelling.
I don't know. I think most people like I think after like the first kill, most people are gonna quit. I think it'll be so traumatizing.
Yeah, a bit like, what the fuck is this? I think in real life, right? Like, what the fuck is
real
this?
life. Yeah, reality. I feel like though more people will like actually like, oh wait, this dude literally he's dead. Like he just died. Yeah. Like I don't know if I want to play this no more. Like that could be you, him, me, us. Like in real life, I don't know. What do you think? Like you just. Oh, we playing a game.
I ain't playing that shit.
We all playing checkers, and then every time somebody lose, they getting murked beside you. Like, don't you think the majority would stand up like, yo, let's come together and quit this game? Like,
and then they kind of did that in a movie. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think. If they would have never did that, it would have been like, it would have been probably still good.
Right.
But that takes it another level where believable, because it's like, oh yeah, that's believable. People will quit.
Yeah, we'll quit.
But now the movie has to convince you that people will go back.
Yeah.
So it does that. You know what I'm saying?
Keep going, yeah. But even going back, but even towards like, oh man, see, I don't want to spoil it either. But like when they wanted to
man, with spoilers, we're gonna just write the spoilers in here. Like the people done seen it already. If you didn't see this, hey yo. Spoiler tag. If you didn't see this, you feel me? Do not watch this video right now or this section. I don't know how you gonna time this thing, but we talking about shit. They got spoiler content. So
but bring it back to what you were saying about the quitting and then bringing it back. I think I would also believe that if you're at the last couple of people that you wouldn't want to quit because you made it that far, and like it is what it is now. Like if it's 10 of y'all remaining. Like, what's the point of quitting? All these people died in vain. Like, that's more believable too, because like you just been through all this and now you ain't gonna ride it out. Like,
I think every level does that. Every level where you make it to the next game is like you keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? Where might as well, you know what I'm saying? That's where everybody kind of mindset went. But I don't know, man. Too many people getting blasted just right there after they, you know.
Yeah,
I don't know,
reality,
bro. The
it's a whole
Marvel,
different story if you seen that in person. Like,
the
and like
Marvel game and shit. But it's a movie. Like, yeah, it's a movie though. But it's a movie. But I think
you said, it's
people
like a Marvel game. Is that what you said?
the Marvel. No, I was talking about the Marvel game and they're playing the part.
Oh,
You know what I'm
Marvel.
saying?
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
how many? Four.
oh, yeah.
Odd even. That's what it was. Odd even.
Yeah, so that was actually the Squid. No. The thing at the end was the Squid Game. At the end of the show, the whole show.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed. I thought I was gonna get more of the Squid Game. It was just like the Squid Game. The Squid Game that they talked about in the beginning when they explained the rules was the very last game, and it was fast. He threw dirt in the nigga eyes and then beat him the fuck up. Like, right, like.
I think they could have put a lot more into it, but still, at the end of the day, it was a great show. Like, it was a great show.
Nah, it was a great show.
I see the second. They're supposed to have a second season in the works already, so that's gonna be lit. But
it's probably gonna be more. I think, and this is me, my imagination speculating. I think it should be, or probably would be something more of him going back. If it's not new people, if it's not just all new people and a different, approach to it, maybe he should go back and try to he's going back to help and stop and maybe different things happen in just a game. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I haven't heard. But as soon as I do, because I'm always up on the new movies and shows and shit that I love to watch. I love the behind the scenes. I love what it takes to, make movies and do that shit. So, I try to keep up with that stuff as much as possible. So yeah, I might have a thing or two to say about those things when we talk about it.
I think that as far as that show goes, I think it's gonna be now that they know it's popping. The second season I'm supposed to go is gonna be crazier, more lit, more it's gonna show us more stories. I think it's gonna pop. I think it's gonna pop on the second season just because now
there's stuff I liked and didn't like about it too, though. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy because some people. At some points, at the time watching it, maybe I gotta watch it again, give it more thought. But at some points, I felt like, why were people taking their life? You know what I mean? People were there was a couple of times where people just gave their life up or took their life to kill somebody else. And I guess you might hate somebody.
Yeah, a lot of things wasn't realistic. It wasn't.
Yeah. It was anime shit. It was anime. It was like anime in real life type shit.
Right.
Because it's what the fuck? Especially the girls.
Homework girl that hugged.
Yeah, exactly. I don't believe she had a reason. There was no reason to do that for her. She didn't get nothing out of that. I think she was really desperate to live.
About the certain unrealistic scenarios.
Yeah.
I would say the whole teaming up inside the bunks to start killing each other. I feel like that was kind of crazy too. But
I think that, but you gotta understand when that happened, because I think that when that happened, they didn't know that somebody dying other than in the game would put more money in the pot. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody who won the first game won money. Right. And if you win the second game, you win every game. You win money.
No. They wasn't winning money. They wasn't winning money. It was going into just the pot. That's all that's happened. So if they won the game, all it was doing was going into a pot. So
yeah. But it's that's money. Yeah, but that's the amount of all the players who made it to the next game. You feel me?
Right.
You feel me? That's everybody's
winning
from the game goes into the pot.
Yeah, it goes into all the winners. Yeah, you're right. Right.
So it's if that person dies the next game, it's all their money that they made from the last 3 games is going to the pot.
Was it that, or was it $1 million per person or something like that?
Nah, it was.
That'd be the same difference. That'd be the same difference. That'd be the same difference. Yeah, because regardless, whatever they won
goes into it.
It's split up between them anyway. So that makes
it's that's why every time somebody died, more money just went in there
into the pot
because that was their earnings.
But there was I don't think there's never there was never no chance of multiple people winning. It looks like, huh? Oh,
I think it could have been because I think they could have been because that's the thing that escaped me. I felt like they did that one person winning because that's how all stories and most stories are gonna end, and that's the most, you know, that's where you look at it. That's where like the one person gets the most money. But I think within the story, it really only came down to it because the last three, I don't know, like maybe that was the rules of the game. The only one player. They never said that.
But maybe the Squid Game could have been multiple players where one team kills the other and split the bread. Like say, imagine like 10 survive, so it's 20 people, 10 versus 20, 10 versus 20, 10 versus 10. I think it could have been like.
But I think the Squid Game was one against everybody in general.
See, but that sucks too, because that goes back to what I said at first. Like, it wasn't giving them a chance to survive.
Everybody, exactly. That's also a crazy thought because it's
like not even just everybody survived, but at least a handful or at least half the people. Like
it's crazy because that was my thought too. It was like, oh, so it couldn't have been more winners. Just one person had to win in the end, and I guess it seems that way because you know the Squid Game itself. Say there were 4 people left in the whole entire game. When you played the Squid Game at the end, wasn't it just one person against a bunch of kids? Like, and they had to stop you or something like that? Wasn't like the rules? I forgot the rules.
No, I'm gonna have to look that up.
But it was like something inspector. I don't know. It's crazy. Like maybe, you know, and what if that one person won? Were they gonna kill the last 3? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if that person won, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Regardless, it's crazy. Like, damn.
I'll watch it again, probably. Give it another watch.
Too, that they'll have something like that where like half the team wins at the end or something. Like,
I think
I feel like they gotta create like a handful of like main characters now. Like,
I think they're gonna get more answers. We're gonna get more answers in the season 2 and more depth on it, maybe.
So old head was smooth as hell though, wasn't he?
I know. And that makes sense too, I guess. That was a good ending, like to put it. Yo, I saw you, that's something, you know what I'm saying? That's something that my baby mom, God rest her soul, you feel me, that she would have caught on to that, bro. She loves like movies like that.
Yeah.
She would have loved that shit, you feel me? She would have loved that show and shit. And she loved all those Korean shows. So she was watching them on Netflix for like a couple years now. She would really fuck with them. She would have loved that. I bet you she would have called that shit from the beginning, like that old man behind the shit.
Like, yo, he the one, huh?
Yeah, she the type, yo. I still got like when I watched it, I thought of her like yo, she would have called it because it made so much sense in the end too. You feel me? Because they didn't show him get shot, and I noticed that. I super noticed that everybody you see get blasted, almost every single person, you saw them get blasted. You saw the blood splat, saw the brains, everything. And the one person that did not show you get any, you know, to show you that there was no proof. Because in the movie, you know what I mean? You need no proof or you need the proof or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? It was visual proof. And to me, that shit stood out like a sore thumb. When the shit panned and the dude started walking, crying, and then you see the gun at the old man's hand, and then it goes off camera, and you hear the gun, it stuck out to a sore thumb. Like, but I was just like enjoying the movie. I ain't really, but I swear, my baby mom at that point, she would have been like, yo, he's still alive. The old man, I bet you the old man's still alive. And then she would be like, oh, he behind it.
Well, again, bro, I want to give our condolences to you and her family.
Oh, yeah. Definitely, man. Appreciate that. Definitely.
I actually remember the first time. I don't know if you remember, like the first time, like when you seen, like when y'all, it was kind of like, it wasn't an introduction, but it was kind of like when y'all met type deal. Do you remember that? It was on, because she said something like, I guess it's something so intelligent on Facebook or something. You remember that? And you was like, this girl is really smart. I remember like yesterday because you was like, yo, this girl is really, really smart, bro. You see the way she typing and the way she responded. He's like, yo, and then I feel like ever since that, y'all clicked. Like it was crazy because I remember that day like yesterday because you like, yo, bro, this girl is smart as hell, bro. Look at the way she typing. Look at the way she articulating her words, and that just cost you. You remember that?
Man, I can't say, I can't even say I do, bro. I wish I remember, like, I feel like I forget a lot of things in life, bro. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of lost memories, you know what I mean? But
yeah, I remember like it was yesterday.
But it sounds like
enthusiastic about it. You're like, yo, bro, you're like, yo, this girl right here, look at the way he said, you was like, I never seen nobody ever message like that on Facebook. Like, I remember that joint like it was.
Damn, bro, that must
I
have
was
been
living in I think I was living in Pollock or something at the time. Or no, Fairview. I think I was living in Fairview.
Yeah, she was my biggest supporter, though. She's my, you know what I'm saying, my best friend, biggest supporter, dude. And she believed in me more than anybody else, bro. And like more than I believe in myself, you feel me? And it's crazy because she, you know, she was pushy. She's a push too. So, you know, I give anything for that push again, you feel me? Like, you know, so, but she's still, you know what I mean? You already know she's still around. You know, she's still giving that support.
So much work for y'all. I know this economic depression hurting y'all, but I got so much work for y'all.
I saw a post that these dudes in Belgium, you know what I'm saying, was actually playing the game, like, and if you lose, you get beat up. You know what I mean? Like red light, green light, you get caught, it beats you up. You know,
yeah,
like gang shit.
Tell me about that, like that. Yeah, so like that's crazy. So like
I think it's crazy, but it's not that. I think it's crazy, but I don't think it's that crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because
like,
it's like
I didn't really look into it. Like you can explain that a little bit more. Like so they were just like, so if you lose, you just get your ass.
Yeah, it was one of those quick post things. It wasn't too much elaborated, but there was just people or kids in Belgium that is just, you know, playing red light, green light, and if you get caught, you know what I mean, they just jump you or beat you up. But who knows? You know, news is news. Right. You feel me? Just sound like a hood shit, some hood gang shit. Probably give you the bodies real quick. Do.
Right.
Probably not know like trying to hurt nobody. You know, you feel me? It's probably just the bodies real quick. And niggas, you know, you tap out. Like, oh, I don't want to play no more, bro. You hit my red.
Yeah, because that made media. Because I know you sent me that post. So I was like, that's crazy.
It is crazy, but like I think what's crazy is how we think about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's crazy is that we take it to a place where, oh, it's not murder. What's the next step from that? And that's like beating to a pulp. You know what I mean? But no, we're not up there. Let's go down to the, you know what I'm saying?
It's not that. We don't think of it that deep. Like
yeah,
it could get that deep though. Like yeah,
it could get.
But that
I feel like
you could. Yeah, you're right. Like
we need the details.
And that's because I think also like media and social media and TV trains us that way too. Like when we see stuff, we want to see the most. Like most of us want to see like, oh, the most horrific shit. Like damn, how you gonna get better with this? Like the new Halloween coming out. What's gonna happen? Is he gonna die now? How he gonna die? Like
people just recording everything, bro. I saw a video. I was telling my daughter I saw this crazy video. Because we saw this windshield all broken when we was walking, but I saw this crazy video of this dude on top of a car. The car was crushed, like he just fell on it. And he's just like, bloody and all this other shit. And then, you know, the video stops and it goes to the next video. You know, like how Facebook got the 2 videos. So it goes to the next video and shit. And he's on the floor. So he must have like rolled and went on the floor, but the dude's arm was just like hanging off his shit, like a sleeve, nigga. Like this shit was hanging, and he's sitting up trying to get up. And people trying to tell him to sit down, lay down. He's like,
that's messed up, bro. So his whole arm like felt like what happened to his arm?
Bro, his arm was broken off, like just it was broken off. You could just see it just hanging off. Like when it was sick. Yeah, I hope so too. She was crazy. I mean, I don't mean to laugh. It was just crazy, bro. It was just crazy. Like that's the thing, nervous. That's a nervous laugh.
We watch TV shows and shit. Like we get accustomed. Like everything's like a TV show now. Like on social media.
Oh man, like, I know. Shit's still for me.
Yeah, but like our perception, we don't take it in.
I don't know.
But
it's crazy. I think
when you said he landed on a car or some shit, I seen this video where this chick. It's supposed, you probably saw it. but she jumped out the window and landed on a car, ass naked. You see that?
And she just kept the pushing like.
Yo, no, she was like her back must have been.
Only
fucked
her
up.
leg fell in the sunroof or some shit, right?
Yeah, you talking about something else? Literally, supposedly the female jumped out the apartment window because I guess the dude, girl was coming, and I guess he must have been busting her down and told her ass to jump out the window. She jumped out the window, and the car, like in the video, the car like smashed, and she's sitting there holding her back because that shit must have fucked her back up. But
yeah,
that joint was crazy. But I know what you talking about when the big girl she tried to walk up the car and she went inside that joint.
yeah, I saw that, Joe. Yeah,
that was crazy.
That shit was funny. But I saw the other one you talking about too. A girl hurt her back and shit. Yeah, cause it's like, dog, like I don't know. You falling on a car and then you denting that motherfucker. You know that shit done stabbed you in your back, that little corner of the bitch.
Yeah,
that's shit crazy, like.
Bro, she could have broke her back trying to get some D. Some D. She should have just took the ass whooping from the girl.
That's just funny though. You know what I mean? But I've been watching a lot of shit. I don't know. I watched that. I gave that a watch. I'm watching that Wu-Tang. You see that shit?
Oh, I need to watch that.
Yo, you need to watch that, dog. That shit gives you the chills, dog. It gives you the chills because it just you feel that shit. Like it's like they make up a lot of stuff. You feel me? It's to entertain, but you got to take it as a basic. You know what I'm saying? The basic story. You know what I mean? And it's more of like, just like I said, just entertainment stuff. But the characters, like, they're supposed to be the actual characters. Like Dave East played Method Man.
Oh, you know what
I mean? They got some boy playing the RZA. They got Joey Badass. He playing Inspector Deck.
Yo, Joey Badass is a good actor though. I'll give it to Joey Badass. He's been in a couple of shows that I like. Like
I can't even tell if that's Joey Badass. Like when he be playing Inspector Deck, I'm gonna look like because he got a goatee.
You seen him in Mr. Robot? Have you even seen Mr. Robot?
No, I ain't see that. That was good.
Yo, and I even realized I was watching Joey Badass playing one of like the characters in there, and he played a good role, bro. A good role. Like it's smooth. I like Mr. Robot though because it's like one of them things, psychological thrillers. I like them type of shows.
Yeah. I like the black. What was it? Black Mirror.
Oh, Black Mirror, yeah. That
was an anthology series, got different things. This shit is dope.
Black Mirror. I think I was feeling it heavy. I think until the last few episodes, the last couple episodes.
What?
A Black Mirror. Well, I mean not the last episode.
I haven't been watching.
The last season kind of like I don't know everything. I don't know. The first season got me, but I think it might be only 2 seasons, right? Or 3.
I forget. Yeah, I've been watching
a bit, but towards the end, I think kind of threw me off. But when I first started watching it, that was my shit. Yeah,
my shit right now. I've just been watching right now. It's just been that Wu-Tang. I'm finishing that off, and I finished the Marvel's What If joint. That was alright.
Oh, Marvel's What If. Yeah, I didn't see that yet. Don't spoil it, man.
I ain't gonna talk about that. It's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good. I fucks with it. You know what I'm saying? Before that, I've been watching all the Marvel shit. So like Loki, saw the Winter Soldier joint.
Loki was lit.
Right. And I just saw the Black Widow joint. Like I just saw that online.
Oh, don't tell me about that one either.
No, I ain't telling you about nothing. I'm just trying to catch up.
The Shang-Chi
I saw that shit too.
That was fire, bro.
Fire. That was real good. That shit was real good. I fucked with it.
Yeah, like I think some people look at it like, oh, what's this? Like, but nah, when you watch that movie, that joint went in. It had all types of aspects from action to mystical shit. Like, it's pretty dope. But talking about Marvel, you heard about that new game, Midnight Suns, coming out?
Midnight Suns. I saw something about it. You sent me something too about it.
Yeah.
But I didn't really get to catch it up in depth. You know what I mean? I don't have my PlayStation with me. I haven't been playing the game right now.
As a Marvel fan, I think it's dope. Like, I mean, we always see the regular combat Marvels, but this is supposed to be like RPG based. And it's supposed to be, I believe, by the creators. I think it's 2K that's creating it. but it's supposed to be like a darker.
What, basketball 2K?
I don't think it's.
Oh, never mind. That's how much I know about games and shit. I don't even know.
Nah, but I
2K?
gotta find out. I don't know for sure 100%, but I think it's 2K that is like the game creators creating.
Right, okay.
But it's supposed to be like a dark side of Marvel. Like it's supposed to be the darker side. It's gonna have Wolverine, Blade, Ghost Rider. So I'm looking forward to that. That joint, I feel like that joint gonna be lit.
Yeah, those are the like hardest characters right there.
Yeah, they got like the tough guys, like
right.
The dudes that don't take no shit. Yeah.
Right. Punisher and shit and fucking Blade and shit.
Yeah, Ghost Rider. Shit, I'm trying to honestly, bro, I'm trying to set, well, you know, I got the new crib, so I'm trying to set up different rooms for different shit. Like I'm trying to create a gaming room, the podcast room, and then the gaming area. I'm trying to put everything together now. So I'm trying to get back on the Twitch too, like do the for the Thrillz Twitch channel and start streaming. So I just want to get my setup right. But like as far as the podcast today, I wanted to like basically, even though like backgrounds ain't 100% how I want it to be, we both got the blurry effect. But I want to move forward, like we start building. But for everyone out there, the first thing, get started, bro. Just get started. No matter, like, even if you got a phone camera, you got a little HD camera, whatever type of you use it. If you want, you try to vlog, YouTube, podcast, just start throwing it out there. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, just start doing it. I think that's the best thing I did with just when I just started the For the Thrill podcast channel.
You got the technology in hand right now. Shit, easy peasy.
Yeah, and then honestly, it's a lot of trial and error. Like when I first started just messing with a camera, even doing music, videos and all that, everything been trial and error, and everything started coming together. I learned a lot. But like even with the podcast now, this is the first time I'm gonna do it, start doing more Zooms with three of us, with you and Maggie, and start doing the podcast moving forward. We're gonna get better at that too. We're gonna create better backdrops. We're gonna create better scenarios. We're gonna upgrade the cameras for each of us. Each of us is gonna get better as we move on. Trial and error. We're gonna get better with the time frames. Whatever we add to the video. I mean, hopefully this is motivation for
dress nicer and get a haircut, look nicer. You know what I'm saying? Presentable.
Shape up.
Look at that. We get sued.
But nah, man, we saying all that stuff that, man, make it happen, man. Do the YouTube. We don't forget the Patreon coming. My boy A1 Stay Young gonna spoil it for but
yeah,
nah,
man, I hope I spoil Squid Game for all y'all right now.
Yo, yeah. But that's gonna push me to do that Patreon, put more into that Patreon ASAP, more sooner than later now. But I guess we can wrap it up. For the Thrill podcast episode.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Definitely. So if y'all didn't know, once again, I'm the host Thrillz. I got co-host A1 Ainge over here. And I also earlier, I know y'all remember from the first 5 episodes, and if y'all don't, go back and watch. I had Maggie on the podcast co-host, and she's gonna come back and co-host with us. I had a few people hit me up like they like the female perspective for the podcast as well, and we all in a good scenario where we all can start setting up potting on a more consistent basis together. And you're also still going to see the interviews where we interview other people, or even I'll be interviewing someone, or it'll be me and A1, or me and my aunt interviewing someone.
Interviewing some celebrities, your favorite celebrities from your favorite hood.
Yeah.
Your favorite thing that they like to do to make their favorite amount of money.
Definitely. We try to bring out more content, and that's a good thing now too, because we in different states. So like you could get someone over there, and you could be sitting down with them on a podcast. You feel me? Or even if it's through Zoom, and you could just get somebody over there. And I could get people out here. For those that don't know, I just moved to Texas. I seen a couple big heavy hitters move out here, like Joe Rogan, the Joe Rogan Experience podcast. He moved out to I believe it was it Dallas, or is it Houston? I know he moved to Texas. I don't remember if it was Dallas, Houston, or Austin, one of them. But he out here. And then Tesla moved out. Tesla's moving. I know you sent me the article.
Moving their company out there, right?
Company. So that's dope. So it might be a good place that I'll maneuver to.
My nigga might rub some elbows with Elon Musk, you know what I'm saying? Build a rocket.
Invest it. Let's speak it into
Build a rocket by a planet.
Get him on a podcast. That'll be lit.
Oh, that'll be fire, bro. He'd probably be the coolest person to do that shit, bro.
Oh man, do you see him him and Joe Rogan?
He's either gonna be really cool and do it, or be a real asshole and be like, fuck no.
Right. But you didn't see the Joe Rogan and Elon Musk podcast?
Yeah, of course. I saw clips. I saw all the clips.
I seen the whole Joe, bro. I'm a podcast head, so I'm like,
right.
That Joe was.
You saw how it was funny because Elon Musk kept explaining his Neuralink thing to him. Like the best way that I think he felt like he could explain it to someone. And Joe Rogan was just like, I don't get it. I just don't get it.
See, that's what I like about Joe Rogan too, because he's keeping it real. Like,
right. He's like, bro,
like I don't get it, but like, all right, can you just spin it again? Like,
yeah, shout out Joe Rogan, bro. Big inspiration, bro.
Oh yeah,
Joe Rogan, big inspiration, cuz.
Joe Rogan is like the main podcaster and they inspire me to do this shit. The way
he's like the Michael Jordan of podcasting.
No, like real shit. Like his podcast, because I used to watch. He was like the first podcast I watched, and like people will always say, "You need a niche. You need a niche. You need a niche." But I like talking to whoever I want. And Joe Rogan talks to whoever he wants, and he doesn't talk about the same things. That inspired me because I could talk to the most hoodest individual to the most professional individual and be on that vibe. I don't want to be on, oh, you got to talk about hip hop. You got to talk about this. I want to talk about whatever I want. And that's what Joe Rogan does. He talks about whatever
he wants, right?
He wants. And that's how
he got mad people on this shit. I love when he has like physicists and scientists. Like those type of people you got to get on your shit. You know what I'm saying? People who got different professions. They don't got to be celebrities, but they could be professional. You know what I'm saying? Super professionals, bro. Like scientists and shit. People and asking questions like, what do you think about this? What do you think about that and shit like that, man? All that shit. We got some dope ass interviews, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
Definitely. Again, thank y'all for tuning in. This is For the Thrill Podcast, episode 21. Hopefully it's 21. I think the last one was 20.
So much work for y'all. I know this economic depression hurting y'all, but I got so much work for y'all.